A New York judge has delayed again former President Donald Trump's sentencing on felony charges until after the election. Trump's sentencing was already pushed back to mid-September, and now it's delayed to November 26. This delay was following a request from his attorneys to allow time for appeals regarding presidential immunity. Trump's conviction in May on 34 counts of falsifying business records linked to a hush money payment to Stormy Daniels has sparked legal battles over evidence presented at trial and attempts to move the case to federal court. The judge's decision to delay sentencing stems from the need to address looming legal challenges. These include a pending ruling on the of evidence related to Trump's official acts, such as conversations with former aide Hope Hicks while president and public statements made during his tenure. Efforts to transfer the case to federal court have faced resistance, with a rejection by U.S. District Judge Alvin Hellerstein. Trump's sentencing date was initially scheduled for July 11th, but has been postponed multiple times due to legal complexities and ongoing disputes over the handling of evidence and jurisdiction. The outcome of these legal battles could have far-reaching implications for the case and Trump's legal standing.
Before Election Day.
All right, for the latest on this box of chocolates, let's go to Nate Foy. He's in New York. Nate, what do you got?
Hey, John, so this postponement comes at the request of former President Donald Trump's lawyers, but the Manhattan DA's office did not have an issue with it. You mentioned the new sentencing date, per this letter from Judge Juan Merchan, will now happen after the election on November 26th, and then 2 weeks before that on November 12th. He'll rule on whether or not to throw out the conviction on the grounds of presidential immunity after that Supreme Court decision back in July. Trump, of course, was found guilty of 34 felonies for falsifying business records in an effort to defraud the American public leading up to the 2016 presidential election. He spoke at Trump Tower earlier today. Here's what he said about this case.
That case is a disgrace. Should have never been allowed. I did nothing wrong. And he took a non-existent, expired, long expired by the statute of limitations, misdemeanor. He made it into 34 or something more than that counts of felony. Nobody can even believe it. Over nothing.
Trump later said that his former lawyer, Michael Cohen, should take responsibility for the payments that he facilitated to adult film actress Stormy Daniels as part of that trial. Of course, Cohen was one of the witnesses who testified. Judge Merchan said the reason for the delay is mostly to avoid any appearance of political interference. President Trump has said the case is politically motivated. Judge Merchan said that other sentences are delayed for various personal reasons, and here's what he wrote. Given the unique facts and circumstances of this case, there's no reason why this defendant should be treated any differently than any other. This is not a decision this court makes lightly, but it is a decision which, in this court's view, best advances the interest of justice. Now, also at Trump Tower earlier today, the former president said that all of these cases against him come from the Department of Justice. He believes that they are all politically motivated. He maintains his innocence in this Manhattan criminal case. He faces up to 4 years in prison, although legal experts say that that is unlikely. We'll send it back to you, John.